Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am Mike. I am here. That is T. Roy. He is here.
Hello.
What up, T?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm here. Just kidding. I'm fabulous.
I love that T-shirt.
You know what? It's tainted now. Now I got to go to DTE Music Center.
Yeah, I love that Newberg joke when he I don't know if you saw that when he's like, I don't care what anyone says, it'll always be DTE Music Theater to me.
Right. It was cool when it was nostalgic. Now it's Pine Knob again. But,
Yeah.
But I do too.
Did they fuck over that place in Indiana?
What do you mean?
The
Deer
Gate
Creek?
Crashers, Deer Creek.
Yeah.
Is that still Deer Creek or is it
Fuck
like
no,
some?
that's been something else. It's Klipsch, some speaker company.
We're going to have to get you a Deer Creek T-shirt.
Maybe it'll be back to Deer Creek.
Yeah?
Yeah, who knows?
Was that Waylon? I left those two clowns out.
Oh, well.
That's on me.
That is on you.
Bogey was like, fuck off. You're not touching me. Fuck off. I'm not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. He wasn't having it.
Yeah.
So he was running around. So I think I hear them chirping
I
upstairs.
think he owned you.
Yeah, he did. A little shit sometimes. I'm like, Bogues, get over here.
He's a handsome boy.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
Yep.
He's a good boy. Anyways, good day. Mm-hmm. I like the weather outside. The blue skies make me feel so much better.
Yeah, I wish it wasn't so fucking cold, though.
Yeah,
Oof,
yeah,
It is
it's cold.
a bit nipply, as they say.
It sure is.
I'm ready for spring. I'm ready for this to fade
break.
on out. Yep.
Yeah, we got another month.
Oh, yeah.
Probably before it really breaks. But
It's April. I mean, it's going to be April in a couple days.
Yeah.
Dan Vogt.
yeah, Dan Boat, got our eyes on you, son. April 1. No April Fool's jokes. Speaking of Patreon,
Yep.
patreon.com/TDC podcast is where you can sign up. Thank you to everybody that's taken advantage of that. Can't thank you enough. Walters at DetroitCast.com is where you can send emails to right now. I'm getting all those, and I love reading stuff from you guys, whether it's correcting us on something or praising us. Those are the best ones.
Those are my
The-
favorite,
The
yeah.
fat shamers I could do without, but you don't seem as bothered by that.
Do better. Come on.
Do better. I learned the other night, you can just slap someone across the face.
Yeah.
So that's my new tactic. Someone makes a fat joke at me.
Walk right up to him.
I'm going to walk up. Next time I see him, walk up. It's like, hey, old
Slowly,
friend.
calmly.
Bam. I'm not even going to give him, what did the 5 fingers say to the face?
Nope.
Slap. No, it's just going to be the Will Smith. It's just the Will.
Yeah.
I'm going in with the Will. I'm coming in heavy-handed. And anyone that does that to me,
If
just
you, if you
expect
could
it.
incorporate the Carlton into a slap, come in.
Pow. Maybe.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, speaking of Patreon.
Yeah.
Let's read off some new members. Rebecca.
Ooh, sounds hot.
Just a Rebecca.
Sounds hot.
Been fooled before, but that one I'm going to go ahead and say is probably a female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she send any titty pics or anything?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
But
She'll get on
you
that.
are on the clock, Rebecca.
Oh my God, is that the Obama plate behind us over there?
Did we find it? Oh, it is still there. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why someone pointed it out that it's not on the desk. The Obama commemorative plate.
After an outing here, we came down and there was an Obama plate on the table.
Yeah.
But of course,
And I just spotted it in the corner.
I joked that we did a little skeet shooting with it.
Yep. Yep. Skeet skeet.
Also, TDC's Woke Bay.
Ooh, I love
Yeah.
the Woke Bay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with their work.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
I think I need to be.
I don't want to misidentify anybody, and I don't want to put anything out there, but the Woke Bay is one of those, I don't know how you'd say it, but very unwoke.
Okay.
Woke Bay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's my kind of woke.
Yeah.
I like the unwoke woke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ironic woke. But I believe the Woke Bay fits into the community,
Okay.
but still is like, yeah, I'm calling bullshit on a lot of this.
Fair.
So I've had
okay.
I've had some decent
One that's
texts with the Woke Bay.
Yeah, it's got a head on the shoulders. All right, fantastic.
Yeah,
Good to
yeah.
hear.
They're not all crazy.
No, I know. Not
Yeah.
all. I'm still waiting to meet the ones, but yeah. So I'm intrigued.
We've had a few.
Derek Anka.
Sure.
Okay.
Anka?
Yeah. Anka. 2 Ks in there.
Really? He's
Yeah.
1K away.
He's 1K away.
He's 1K. He's 1K away, Anka. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. See what he's doing there.
I see. Jason Saloff. Saloff. We'll go
Saloff?
Yeah.
What was the first name?
Jason.
Jason.
We'll just go Jason. Jason
Okay.
Saloff. Robert Aarons.
Robert Aarons. Like I got some errands to run.
Yeah, not exactly, but
Bob?
that's what sounds like it. Travis G. Kirkpatrick.
G for OG. Travis has been.
Travis, absolutely.
He's been with us a long fucking time. Thank you,
doubt.
Travis.
And we'll go Brian Cornea.
Cornea. Sure. Yeah, Brian's been around a long fucking time, too.
Yeah, I don't say corny after the I thing, so it's
Yeah.
Cornea.
Cornea. That's fine. He probably
Cornea.
says Cornea, too, but
Maybe.
yeah, who knows? Who
Whatever.
cares?
We can take liberties with your names.
It's so funny when
we
you
like.
read these off and we have to pronounce them. And it's like, I've seen these names so many times, and it's still,
but
I'm
you
like,
never actually do it phonetically. Like, okay, I have to actually say that out loud
I have
now.
to say that out loud. Is it cornea? Is it cornea?
Yeah, it's whatever the fuck I say it is.
Is it cornea?
Cornea.
Yeah.
Brian.
Ryan.
Well, everybody, thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you,
Welcome
thank you.
aboard. Keep putting new stuff up there and
Yeah.
make it worth the while.
The slap heard around the world, still the talk of the town.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, that doesn't go away in a day.
No. Will Smith did offer an apology to Chris Rock.
Yeah, personally,
Yeah, I sort of. I mean, you're talking about like on Instagram, which means a PR team
right.
put it together. Will Smith probably doesn't even know he has an account. You know what I mean?
How much pick up the phone and call that man and say, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
my bad.
Dick move.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole.
That one's on me.
Yeah.
That was my bad.
That was such a fucking Hollywood move, egomaniac. Like, not assuming there would be no consequences, because when you're worth $500 million, there are no consequences. You can
Barely.
do whatever you want, whenever you want. You can act as spoiled and as entitled as you want, and there will be no consequences, which is what Will Smith is finding out, which he already knew, you know. But this violence in all its forms is poisonous and destructive, said his publicist
Yep.
and law team. Does that sound like something the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air would say?
No, it sounds completely ironic to me.
I would think he would be like, yo, dog, dick move on my part. I should have never stormed the stage. Your art is to be respected as much as I want my art to be respected.
Hey, there
and
you
to
go.
lay hands on you is bullshit. My bad, dog. I can't wait to see you in person next.
Yep.
Not violence in all its forms is poisonous and destructive. That doesn't sound very Willie Smith.
No, they just had to get out in front of this thing.
My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable.
You think they had to like go his? I mean, my behavior was
Jokes at my expense are a part of the job. I would, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. Okay, can we stop acting like this medical condition? You know, I think you brought up the point. You know, if it was she was bald from cancer,
Yeah.
and you took that shot at her, it'd have a little more oomph to it.
little- yeah.
By the way, I looked at that shaved fucking head. I'm not seeing a lot of clumps missing from that skull. It looks like she could grow a full fucking head of hair
Yeah, who
and decided to shave that thing down. Look at her head.
maybe, yeah.
You know, I'm not saying she doesn't have alopecia or hasn't had some issues before, but it looks like a very treatable version. So this idea to lean on, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear.
That he had no idea
Yeah,
about.
right. That they just came public with 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And believe it or not, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, not everybody's paying attention to your world.
Yeah.
This is the God
Maybe if
complex.
Will came out and said something, but who the fuck gives a shit about Jada anymore?
Yeah, right?
Besides all the guys banging her.
Yeah.
Clearly, Chris is not one of those.
Yeah, I think he's, you know, he's the biggest cuck in America at this point, probably. Is there a bigger cuck than Will Smith?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, probably, but
Like
not that we know about.
nationally acknowledged cuck? You know, usually it's like someone got caught, it's shameful. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I caught her. If rumor spills. No, she did fucking interviews about it. It was like, yes, my husband, the cuck.
Fucking-
You know what I mean? Like-
his cry fucking picture is epic.
Epic.
That whole thing.
It's up there with Jordan.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah. So I don't know what that is, like trying to secure his man card in front of his woman.
Mate, but I think more like in front of the world.
Yeah.
Trying to take it back.
Yeah.
That didn't work. Backfired.
Yeah, backfired.
Yeah.
I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed, and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. What fucking world are you talking about, dude? You
Clearly
walked
not.
on stage in front of 15 million people and smacked the shit out of a fucking, you know.
Are you gonna stop doing violent movies, Will?
Yeah, right?
Or we're gonna do all love and peace movies now?
Yeah. No, he makes a lot of money on those shoot 'em up, bang bang movies.
Sure does, doesn't he?
He does.
I bet he
lot of those
wishes he had
guys
that
do.
little fucking thing from Men in Black. Make everybody forget about that.
Yep. I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, all the attendees, and everyone watching around the world.
Everyone that's going to give me a job in the future.
Yeah. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I am a work in progress. Sincerely, Will. And then he's under formal review. What needs to be reviewed by the Academy?
I don't know. Maybe they don't even know what they are capable of, what their power is, if they can, if they will, if they want to, if
Yeah.
they won't. I don't know.
I don't believe in ever taking awards away. I don't give a shit what you did. If you won the award, you won the award. I mean,
Unless
what are you going
it's
to do? Give it to
directly-
Harvey R. Bardem or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, no.
What if it's unless it's something directly related to that? I mean, not an Academy Award or whatever. That's your performance. But if it's like a Heisman and you go back and you find out the guy was cheating or whatever at the time, then
Yeah.
I could see something along those lines.
So if he was on stage enhancing drugs,
Yep, exactly.
right? He's in movie enhancing drugs, then you would
Then you
go,
would definitely take that
"Okay,
away."
This is bullshit.
Perform. Yeah.
Yeah,
No doubt.
he fucking cheated. That's why he was so good at pretending to
Had
be
to
someone
be.
else. I don't know what level that would be.
I have no
Movie performance enhancing drugs. But, if we find out later, I agree with you. That's the one case where I would think,
We'd
yeah,
take it back.
You take it
Definitely.
back. If you cheated
Yep. But
to become that good,
anything post haste, it's after the fact. You can't
Yeah.
take it back.
Will Smith is under formal review after he walked on stage during the awards and slapped Chris Rock in the face. After Rock cracked a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith's hair loss, the Academy condemns the actions of Mr. Smith at last night's show. We have officially started a formal review and will explore further action and consequences in accordance with our bylaws, standards of conduct, and California law.
All this is that his statement, that statement is all just window
spin.
dressing. It's just you have to put a statement out.
Yeah.
You don't have to follow up on it. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to fucking mean it. You don't even have to rewrite it.
Yeah.
Clearly, like Will.
Right.
He didn't write that shit.
No.
Publicist
It's,
did.
yeah, it's too obvious nowadays, to write in someone else's way of speaking
Yeah.
is very hard to do.
And that's all the same shit you said on stage in your acceptance speech,
Yeah.
except for Chris.
Right.
You didn't have to publicly apologize to Chris. You had to personally apologize to Chris.
Yeah.
You had to man apologize to Chris.
Right.
You had to go face, at least a phone call. That's not a text. That's certainly not a fucking Instagram.
Yeah.
Better
Yeah,
off.
and it didn't look in that Instagram like he tagged, and I don't know if Chris has
Who knows?
Instagram,
Doesn't
but
mail if he did. Oh, good, you tagged him. Oh, there you go.
well,
That
to not
handles it.
tag him is like even a little more informal.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it's just it had nothing to do with Chris. You just had to. You missed him. You're catching so much shit for not apologizing to him at the time.
Right.
Now you got to backpedal real quick, and you got to add him to the new one, whether you mean it or not.
Yeah.
And that just means you don't. If it's genuine,
Yeah. Well, it looks equally bad when that night at the Vanity Fair. We haven't heard shit from Chris Rock, by the way. He gone.
yep,
He didn't go to the Vanity Fair party that he was supposed to go to.
yep. Good for him. You don't have to deal with that shit.
No.
You know?
Will Smith did, though, and was dancing and up a storm, dancing with his Oscar. There's videos all over of him partying his ass off, fucking rapping,
Yeah.
grabbing the mic and singing and shit. Like, he was having the time of his life. Not a guy that you would think was
Unfazed.
unfazed completely. Not someone that was like, man, that was, oh, God, the more I sit here,
Yeah.
the more I think about what a fuck. That was really shitty. That sets a really bad example for people that look up to me. That's just not acceptable ever, anywhere.
Right.
This, you would think he would just take a knee on the night. Not,
Yeah, at
he's
that
been
point,
doing
yeah,
enough
take
of
it.
those fucking parties. What are you going to dance with Jason Bateman till 2 a.m. again?
You
Like,
haven't,
whatever.
this is the first one he's actually won at, though, right?
Yeah, but he almost sacrificed his celebration, right?
Yeah.
Like, dude, you made this all about you.
Clearly,
That's it. The whole night.
that's Hollywood ego
Yeah.
in a nutshell.
Richard Williams has spoken out.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And others, including, I love the way he says, including Serena and Venus Williams, sister and estranged daughter of Richard. It's like, I see what you did there. Took full advantage of
Yes.
Venus and Serena Williams. Half sister and estranged daughter of Richard. She's argued it was assault and that Smith should have his award revoked. Speaking through his son and spokesman, Shavoita Lasan,
Oh yeah.
Richard Williams, said, we don't know all the details of what happened yet.
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
we all
we-
watched it transpire.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know the backstory, but it doesn't matter.
No.
It doesn't matter what has happened in the past. You know exactly what happened. And do
said-
I think this is being a little blown out of proportion for an open-handed slap on a man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, let's go easy on the assault charges and all that shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's.
What is this? So you just still want to keep the ability to slap a man in the face? If
I
you
think,
need it?
yeah, because I think slapping a dude
It's almost worse than punching a dude.
Exactly.
It's way
Yes,
worse.
Yes, it's way worse. And the only thing better would have been if it was a backhand. If he
Or-
just walked up and just backhanded him, or had a
What
glove,
If he had a glove,
then turned around and walked away.
yeah. If he had a glove and did that,
Yeah.
would be more funny.
Yep.
Backhand would be. I mean, that's like what you did back in. That's
that's
what you did to your
pimpish.
woman in
That's
the
pimp
50s.
shit, yeah.
Right. That's straight up.
Yeah.
Backhand.
That's
You
what
know,
Jade
know
does
your
to him.
place, woman. Psh, type of shit. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, to walk up to a grown ass man.
And the form wasn't great. I mean, there was something weird about it. I was just, I don't know
I
if
thought
that
it
was
looked pretty dope, dude.
Think so?
And quick.
I mean, it was so like
The way Chris leaned into it, it was like he thought a chest bump or a hug was coming.
something, yeah.
You know, and it was
he-
just like,
and rightfully so.
yeah, yeah. Thought he was going to take the mic and say
Exactly
something
right.
funny.
Yeah, like maybe he's leaning in, like my mic's right here. If you're gonna say something, you know.
Yeah.
And but no.
So yeah, he said he was shocked when Smith suddenly stormed the Oscar stage and smacked Rock across the face. His son declined to say anything further on the matter. What is this tight-lipped shit? People don't want to say anything. Is it because of the power of Will Smith?
I don't know.
Yeah, and the estranged daughter wants him never to attend the event again. And blah blah blah.
You
I'll
can
tell
go.
you-
You can go a lot of ways with that.
Yeah, I'll tell you who's making out really well with this. Chris Rock.
Yeah, I told you he's the one. He's a real winner in that. I mean,
Yeah.
he handled it with class. He handled it. You know, like I said, he didn't even touch his face. Yeah, that's an awkward fucking position to be in a
Yeah.
live, worldwide broadcast like that. And
Yeah.
and he didn't. He hasn't come out to talk shit.
And he's not that good of an actor to fake that.
no, God, no.
And be flustered.
No.
Trying to present the next award.
The only thing is that he gaffed the next line.
He did.
It did. If he'd have come out of that,
We're giving out the director.
the documentary.
Documentary
If he would have come out of
award.
that clean, that would have been like
Dude, he
popping collars.
he came out of that as clean as you could come out of
like
that.
I said,
That's such a pro
it's a
move what he did there.
9.9. Had he nailed that landing, if he nails that next line,
Yeah.
and just fucking water off a duck's back,
Yeah.
and just unfazed goes right into it, it's a 10.
Dude.
It's a 9.9 as stands.
You know what my reaction would have been? Remember when Ashley Simpson did SNL?
And lip sync?
Lip sync and stormed off the stage when
Yeah.
it didn't go her way?
Yeah.
That would have been me.
No.
I would have fucking gone to a knee, definitely grabbed my face. Tears would have started streaming
Right.
that the most powerful fucking actor in the world just slapped my face,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd have run off stage. You'd never see me again. That's what I would have done.
I would have
Rock
slapped
took
him
it.
back immediately.
Yeah, I know you would have.
Just straight open hand right back.
You would have You would have fucking dropped a shoulder into his chest and planted him in the fourth row with you on top of him. Jennifer Gardner's fucking on her ass with legs up in the air.
All right.
Anyone in the front
Now we're
row would have
talking.
just been fucking pounded on. Yeah, security would have gotten involved had he done that to you.
Yeah. That's just
You know?
reactionary. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Smack me and I'll smack you back.
Yeah. And the reason I say Chris Rock is made out here, everyone's coming to his defense. The more this goes on, people are just getting buried for
Yeah.
trying to defend Will Smith. But ticket prices for Chris Rock's Ego Death World Tour
Yeah.
soared from $46 to more than $400 a ticket
Oh, wow.
as demand for seats spiked. By Tuesday morning, the first show, which is tomorrow in Boston, sold out.
Okay. I think that's just people want to hear it. Want to hear his side of the story.
Probably.
That's the first chance you're going to probably get to
Yeah.
get
yeah.
this. See how he spins that into a bit.
Yeah, despite the public humiliation, Rock appears to be reaping the rewards. Just days after the event, the comic will return to the stage at Boston's Wilbur Theater for the start of this tour that will take him to 35 cities around the world, including the U.S., UK, Australia, and New Zealand. According to ticket seller TickPick, it has sold more tickets to Rock's tour in the night following the Oscars than it had done the whole month before it.
Wow.
Single ticket prices for the Boston show now, with the cheapest seats rising from $46 to $314 as of Monday morning.
Damn.
The last two shows on that tour, by the way, are going to be at Hollywood's Dolby Theater, the very same venue where he was slapped about their face.
All right.
So if he's going to record a special,
Yeah, that's right. You generally do it at the end.
yeah,
know.
you do it at the end of a tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he might. Who knows?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he's
Good,
great.
well, hey, good for him, man. He didn't do anything wrong, as far as I'm concerned.
No.
And he should come out of this clean and get some benefit out of it.
Yeah, yep.
And it's a terrible, like I said, we talked about. It's a scary thing to celebrate that violence against a comedian. It's
Yeah.
a very, very, very scary thing and a slippery slope.
Yeah, no
No offense
offense.
to our
Yeah, right.
disclaimer.
Yeah, gotta say it every time, T. You
I
just
know.
do.
Yep.
You just do. If one of them's listening and
Like
gets offended, it's
like the member of FINRA, whatever he
yeah,
says.
yeah, exactly.
You have to do it.
Have to do it by law.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily want to play it. It's gobbledygook.
Yep.
But you have to by law.
Exactly.
FINRA SIPC.
Hey, there you go.
Right?
See, we don't need that guy. Make you read him.
Ricky Gervais.
Ah, my guy.
I love Ricky.
Do too.
He wouldn't have slapped Ricky Gervais.
I totally agree. Well, because that's like I said. I don't know if he just thought that it wasn't going to go hard at people, or if that was just an isolated incident. But Ricky goes hard in the paint.
Yeah, he
on
does.
everyone.
Well, he revealed Sunday what he would have said if he'd been invited to host
Did you see the clip that he had retweeted from his office?
Yeah. about alopecia.
Yeah. It's not good with his wife. She has alopecia, so the home life's not very good.
Yeah. Wasn't he cheating on her?
Something
Or
like
something
that,
like
yeah.
that. It's like he's cheating on her, and she's got alopecia. Yeah.
It's fucking
Total
just
David
like a
Brent.
5-second clip from the original Office. That's hysterical.
He fired off his own commentary. So a fan tweeted at Ricky and said, "Man, he shared his 2020 Golden Globes monologue and complained that he should be hosting the show." He said, "I'd start with hello. I hope the show helps cheer up the ordinary people watching at home. If you're unemployed, for example, take some comfort in the fact that even if you had a job, your salary probably wouldn't be as much as the goodie bag all the actors have just been given." Yeah, those are hundreds of thousands of dollars.
It's insane.
Just gaudy.
It's insulting.
I'm proud to announce that this is the most diverse and progressive Oscars ever. Looking out, I see people from all walks of life, every demographic under the sun, except poor people. Obviously, fuck them.
You gotta love that guy.
Yeah. He said he would host the Academy Awards for free, but only if they would agree to let him say whatever he wanted.
Never.
Gervais saying that he'd likely be canceled halfway through. If the Academy hired him for the event, they'd never let me do what I wanted. That's why the Globes got me. I might be allowed to host it if I did what I was told. That's the rub. The good thing is at the Globes, they said I could write my own jokes, say what I want, and not rehearse. And that's just too good for a comedian to turn down. But I don't think the Oscars would ever allow me that freedom.
No way. No way.
Nope. Nope.
I wonder if they have to approve the script on that
On the Oscars?
for the Oscars.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So they let the G.I. Jane thing go, or is that off the cuff?
Off the cuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? I think I fucked it up, and I think someone emailed us to say that Chris wasn't technically the host. They had three chicks hosting,
Oh, good.
and I watched that opening segment, and it was beyond horrific. Amy Schumer is,
Never cared for.
yeah.
Not
I
funny.
had a window. I'll admit it. When she was young and coming up and seemed to be ballsy comedian, whatever. And by ballsy female comedian, I just mean she
Pretended to be a guy.
basically acts like a guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Suck my dick type shit, you know. So she's reaching that demographic. That's all it is.
Yeah. The Nikki Glazers.
Yeah, I like Nikki.
I do too.
Nikki's
but
funny.
but that you have to cross over that way.
Right. Sarah
to get
Silverman.
over. Yeah.
But trying to be woke as fuck and then having all this shit of you in blackface come up, it cancels you out, you know. So a lot of them are going through that.
Couldn't possibly be hypocrites, could they?
No, no, never. But yeah, Amy Schumer, they had her in. They said to dress up in your favorite movie, and they had her come out on obvious strings in a Spider-Man leotard. She's just fucking huge now.
Yeah.
She's spraying web. It was just the dumbest bit. You think of the history of that show,
Yeah.
the people that have taken that stage and killed it.
Yeah.
Pathetic. Wanda Sykes.
Oh, yeah. I don't. I have no desire to ever watch it, although it's technically homework these days.
Yeah.
So
it
that's
was last night. Dude, the name the Oscars, Academy Awards would never have come out of my. I haven't watched it in a decade. Literally not once. Will Smith doesn't slap Chris Rock. Nobody's talking. It was going on record. Last year's ratings were the worst ever in the history of it. This year's were about to be even worse than last year's until Will Smith smacked the shit out of Chris Rock.
Yeah. Which is exactly why I thought it was a bit.
Yeah.
Even that night watching it, like I was like, God, man. Until I really saw the uncut, I was like, all right, I think that's pretty fucking real. But
Yeah.
in the
And
moment, I still thought it was just a ratings bump.
And Chris Rock, as fantastic as he is an average actor. And that
Even average might be a stretch.
right, but he couldn't act that well in that
No, that fluster.
that fluster, that clear, like boggled eyes. How do I get this back on track? Oh fuck, what do I do? He was in the headlights there, staring into the headlamps there. There's no way he could have acted that.
No.
So.
Would have been brilliant if they did. And then
Yeah.
have all eyes watching as that exploded Twitter.
Yeah.
And then have everyone in the world watching as Will goes up and gets his, best actor speech.
And then to come out and say, we don't condone violence of any kind.
Of
blah,
course,
blah, blah.
yeah.
Right.
Unless we script it.
Unless we're doing it.
Unless we benefit in the ratings.
Yeah. We make all our money from those violent movies with the bigger guns, the better. We make all of our money from those. So,
But they're fake.
yeah, we don't condone that. Two more NFL coaches, are expected to join Brian Flores' federal discrimination lawsuit against the league.
Okay.
The Dolphins, the Broncos, and the Giants. The amended complaint, yet to be filed, was first reported by the New York Daily News. New plaintiffs are expected to implicate two other teams at the ownership level.
Okay.
Giants owner John Mara said he is not interested in any settlement with Flores, and I think the truth will come out. The allegations are false. Flores, if you remember, described the NFL as a plantation. Accused both the Giants and Broncos of conducting sham interviews with him. Yeah, you almost left people no choice but to do sham interviews with the Rooney Law. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You just did. If you're demanding, the dog and pony show of bring a black candidate in here to interview, which they're about to start doing again.
Of course.
Yeah.
They're going to double down on it now.
Yeah, well, they are, and it's getting worse.
Yep.
Coincidentally or not, the NFL adjusted those rules at league meetings in Florida, the minority hiring ones. Beginning this season, all 32 clubs must employ
Oh, now they're telling you who they have to employ?
employ a female or a member of an ethnic or racial minority to serve as an offensive assistant coach. This year.
Get the fuck out of here. You must.
Must. No, it's not an option. It's not an option.
Okay. The minority is a given. I mean, look across
There are
the
plenty
league.
of minorities in coaching.
Look across the league. Every team is stacked. It's not. There's
Yeah.
not all white coaching staffs anywhere
No.
in the fucking league at all. But you must. And okay, but at least they left some window in there. A female or a minority.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, well then they're already covered. You don't have to hire a
okay,
female.
let's see how they worded this. Beginning this season, all 32 clubs must employ a female or a member of an ethnic or racial minority to serve as an offensive assistant coach.
Okay.
The person will receive a one-year
Why does
contract.
it have to be offensive?
Yeah.
Why does it have
That's
to be
offensive.
an offensive? I know.
Right?
Okay, I can just see it being.
Well, we
assistant
hired
coach.
3 women for our defensive staff. No. The rule says you need to hire 1 chick for your offensive staff.
And there's a dozen assistant coaches on every team.
Right.
On every level. It's not just like your offensive coordinator and assistant coordinator. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Assistant coaches, there's probably 20 on either side of the ball. And I guarantee you every one of them has at least one black guy
Yeah.
on the offensive
Yes.
You know,
of course they
so
do.
that's which is funny. So now,
You have to add another one.
no, you don't. Doesn't say you have to hire. It says you have to employ. You have to have. You don't have to go out and hire a new one. You just have to have one. If you already have one,
says-
you're covered.
This person will receive a 1-year contract and work closely with the head coach and offensive staff to gain experience. Now, why couldn't these people gain their experience like every other person who has a passion for this?
In the history of the world and of the sport.
Yeah,
Your dues.
by starting with fucking pee-wee football and working your way up through high school, and then if you're one of the blessed handful, get into the college ranks at D3, D2, hopefully D1 one day,
Yep.
and then if you, by some miracle of God, you make it to the fucking NFL, you're that elite.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we're going to bypass 100 years of history of how this is done,
Yep.
and just go, take her. You take her.
No, you take.
No, you take her.
Why? How about
And
this?
she has to be at the hip of the head coach.
How about here?
She's going,
why
oh
don't
my
we do
God,
this?
why did they hold the ball like that?
Why don't we do this? Why don't we take a new team? Let's have an expansion team.
Yeah.
And have it be straight badge. All female coaching
Coaches?
staff across the board.
Okay.
Or if you would like to just do it as offensively, we do an all female offensive staff, and you can have a male defensive staff. And let's see if they score a fucking point all year. Let's just put that out there and let's see how that plays out.
Yeah.
Let's put an all-female staff out there. Don't dick around with one. If they're so qualified and so capable,
Then they
give
don't
a whole,
need to-
give them a whole team, give them a whole staff. Let's
Yeah.
see how that goes.
If they're so qualified, you don't need to have these fucking carrots dangling everywhere.
Right.
Right? If they're so qualified, dude, honestly, a couple of years ago, the Niners had a female coach. You know, it was one of the first ones. They made commercials when you were in the Bay Area, the commercials and promos for this fucking chick when they went to the Super Bowl in 2019
Yep.
were everywhere. I loved it. It seemed like a hire they made because they believed in this girl. That interned for them, the coach really liked. Other coaches
and I
loved her.
love it.
And it's great. It didn't feel like
It's
this.
organic.
Did the Rooney Rule teach you nothing? That people will find a way around your stupid fucking rule and go, okay, bring the darkie in. Let's get this over with.
Right.
Come on, let's go. Bring the black one in. Let's get this over with.
Yeah.
No, it's bullshit.
Have we not learned that they're going to hire the most
Yeah.
capable candidate?
And do you think the coaches, what you know of NFL coaches, are they going to put up with that? Like some chick hanging around their hip asking questions all day?
Yeah.
They don't have time for that shit. You've been around NFL players and coaches.
Yeah.
Like, dude, they don't have a life.
No. Listen, if they deserve it, they're qualified.
Sure,
by
of
all
course.
means, that's fantastic.
Of course.
but that it's insulting.
Yeah.
It's like the Rooney Rule.
Yeah.
It's insulting.
It's insulting. And it forever puts an asterisk next to a coach's
course.
name or a female's name. You know, when the league has all male referees for 90 years, and then all of a sudden there's 30 new fucking female referees, they're being microwaved through.
Of course.
And that's just the reality. I don't know what kind of position they're in. They don't appear to be fucking shit up. So I haven't had a problem with it.
No, overall, no.
But this, you know, they say teams will receive league funding towards the coach's salary for up to 2 years. So the league is going to take the money and pay these women or ethnic minorities.
Then it's window dressing. It's bullshit. It's fluff. That's all it is. It's just so that they can.
So they're basically adding to the Rooney Rule. Yeah, overall, including women in all Rooney Rule requirements is designed to address underrepresentation of women in key football operations. The league believes this will encourage the further identification and development of women candidates.
So can you, if
Blah,
you
blah, blah, blah.
incorporate the women into the Rooney Rule, so can you bring in abroad for a head coaching position now
Sure.
and be like, yeah, she wasn't qualified, and that counts as your minority
Sure.
interview? Perfect. Sorry.
All
guess
right,
what?
can you count women as minorities? I don't know.
Apparently, according to this, that's what it needs to be. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If they're including that into that Rooney Rule,
Yeah.
does that qualify? Because then you can clearly bring them in and go, yeah, what a fucking chance. They weren't qualified on the least.
Yeah.
And guess who's not going to get any interviews?
Yeah.
Qualified black coaches.
I'm trying to think of an equivalent going the other way. That is something that is so female dominated and exclusive to females I don't know what they're doing up there, dude, but it's not good.
That sounds like
It's
a
not
headbutt
good.
into the door.
Yeah. That would be the equivalent that it's just like, oh, we're just going to force a bunch of men into this space that's, clearly no woman has ever or will ever be in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
On a college roster, you get that occasional fucking chick to do a kickoff.
Yeah.
Occasional, but yeah, quarterback princess shit doesn't happen in real life.
No.
Right?
It's just too violent of a sport.
It's too violent of a sport. And so I don't know. Sports writers never played sports. Most of them, you think of Eli Zared or Mitch Albom.
No.
Like those guys never fucking played sports.
I mean, you can understand the game to a certain level.
Sure.
Because not every coach has played the game. Most have. Most
I would say
successful
all have to some
degree.
level.
Right. I mean, but it's a completely different game. If you haven't experienced it, you'll never relate to the players and to the other coaches. You might understand X and O's and coverages and schemes and things like that, but you'll never be able to relate on that level. You just won't.
Yeah.
You won't be respected. You won't be, it's just the way it is. And maybe that's the part that's wrong. I don't know, but it is what it is. And you can't force it to change.
For anything you do, right? Like, I have a passion for doing this. I was talking to Betsy Arnold earlier today, Arnold Roofing, and she said, "Oh, so great to have you back. I laugh so much at you and Troy. I think you guys are so funny." I said, "That's
Hey, no
all
free
I
plugs,
need."
by the way.
Huh?
No free plugs, by the way.
They're coming back
I'm
on.
just kidding. Just kidding. I know. Betsy.
But, I was telling her, dude, this is my life's passion. Knowing there are people on the other side of speakers laughing at shit we do or interested in conversations we're having is all the joy I need. Like, that makes my fucking day. It really does. Now, did I just start here? Right? Did someone just wheel me in and go, "Oh, you got to have a fat guy on your show," and now here I am?
Yeah.
No, I went through fucking, holy shit, no money. Holy shit, I'm green as fuck on the air. Yeah. I can't put a sentence together. I don't know how to prep. I don't know how to do shit for years. I didn't just walk into the Drew and Mike. Well, I sort of did just walk into the Drew and Mike show, but I was unpaid for a long time. And then I had to go pay my dues for years elsewhere before coming back and earning Drew's trust and respect.
Paid your dues.
Paid fucking dues. You didn't just walk onto a fucking construction site and go, "Well, let me see if I can get a shot at wiring this place for you."
Yeah.
No. So the NFL has all kinds of Play 60, reach out, safe fucking football, flag football, women's leagues. They've got their billion-dollar tentacles everywhere in this country, including internationally. They're going internationally. There's no reason the NFL can't spend a tiny fraction of money and tell coaching staffs at the peewee and high school level, "Hey, we're going to pay you. We're going to supply equipment to your program if you bring a female in and groom her along, and let's see if it sticks, if they have the heart for this." But this idea of just, you have on an NFL roster, what?
Yeah, the pinnacle.
The pinnacle.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the highest level and just microwave through people that are jumping over people that have worked their fucking lives for this.
Yeah. And now, I mean, you could do, there's so many positions on those staffs. I mean, it's not like a high school staff. It's not even like a fucking college staff. These pro staffs are between the scouts and everything, the strength and conditioning. It's like, there's positions that they can be in, but you want to just absolutely shove them into the offensive assistant coaching position this year. The fuck out of here.
And here's the other problem.
And it's going to be they're going to do it. And like I said, I'm not sure how that works with the female and the minorities, because like I said, most of them
all have minorities.
They already
on their
comply,
staff.
but if this means that somehow now they have to add somebody because they have to be a 1-year deal, they're going to pay them and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like,
here's the other problem with this team that I see.
Just one?
No, there's plenty. but again, the road to hell is paved with great intentions, right?
Yeah.
So the other thing that's going to happen when you try to flood something in and make it work, some of these girls are going to find out real quick what it's like to be in an NFL locker room.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of big fucking dicks walking around there talking horrible shit.
Yep.
Those
Literally
coaches,
and figuratively.
Yes. Those coaches are hard. tough fucking guys that scream a lot, throw a lot of shit. Some of those bad. Remember the time you might have been at the game with me there at the Silverdome, and Russell. We were on the sidelines, I think, with Russell.
I was not there.
No, you were okay, but he was injured, and he got injured in the first half, and so he's on the sideline. I'm on the sideline with him, and he's like, "We're playing like such shit. Coach is gonna fucking go bananas in this locker room at halftime. This is a preseason game."
Yeah.
And he tried to sneak me into the locker room just to hear how fucking insane Bobby Ross was going to go. That's the reality. So if you take 32 women and throw them each into a different coaching staff around the league, the stories are going to start coming out about, oh my God, the language that was used. Oh my God, I've never been so offended in my life. These guys are animals and pigs, and this coach was mean to me every day.
How long until the first sexual harassment suit comes in?
Dude.
Week 3?
Stories I could tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing was off limits to those
I know.
fucking maniacs.
I'm aware.
You are aware. Those maniacs in that locker room are as alpha as they come.
That is the problem, Michael. That's what we're trying to eliminate.
No. Not in my NFL. Fuck you. Fuck off. You take her. Yeah. No.
You take her.
You take her.
Put her, do it in soccer. Look out of here.
Start it in the fucking high school level. Have a training program. The NFL's fully capable of doing that.
I mean, the NBA has been doing it slowly, implementing more and more.
Right.
But there's a direct parallel, NBA and WNBA. I mean, fundamentally, it's the same. There's nothing even close to a women's football league.
No.
I mean, there are.
Yeah.
It's hysterical.
Yeah.
But there's nothing even
organized.
Close.
Yeah.
I mean, but
on that level.
But I mean, not even like a real semi-pro even kind of league.
No. It's
the lingerie
ragtag
league is more legitimate than some of that stuff.
Yeah.
No, that's great. That's great. I mean, we've talked for years about the death of the NFL, and here's another nail in the coffin.
Yeah, because we firmly believed, and I believed with every ounce of my heart, that I've watched enough of this league and I've seen how brutal it is to know that they have one job and one job only, and that job is to win the Super Bowl. Period.
Yeah.
That's it. Can this person, as a coach or player or assistant, make my team better? And when you're talking about the NFL, you're talking about the most elite league in the world. Like, this is the premier of those leagues, right? There is no shit open space. Like, so you're telling me to add a woman to this assistant offensive right, coaching slot, that of all the other people in the world.
It is ironic by how defensive women are in nature, generally speaking. Make them be on the offense.
Yeah. But you're telling me that this woman that you're forcing in there is the best and most qualified person to make this team better, even if it's infinitesimal. Infinitesimal. Thank you, T. Even on a microscopic level. It could be huge when you're talking about a game of inches, like football is. If someone can give you one little fucking play, one little thing, you're telling me that's the best person for the job, because that's the only person who should be in that seat.
Right, because the experience is how vast that they're bringing in here.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the fucking resume on this stuff? Where have you been? What have you done?
Yeah.
You've watched football on your couch, you know. I mean, there's female coaching coaches and staffs in college. I assume I see them run out there and give them water bottles and shit. That counts, right? I think.
No,
they're not counting. They're not calling any fucking plays.
They're taping ankles and shit.
Right,
That's fine. Whatever.
Exactly.
You're on the squad.
This is going to work out really, really well. I can tell. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to go great. How many do you think are going to get mowed down on the sidelines? They're going to call a quick screen to the flat and just have all 12 guys on the defense tackle the guy right in front of her, just mow her down.
I think they'll be fine in that respect.
I've seen Wildcats, right? She did great. Goldie Hawn.
Oh, I love Wildcats. It's one of my favorite movies.
Absolutely.
Quarterback Princess was too.
Nipsey Russell.
Nipsey Russell was
he was the principal.
Okay. All right.
Kenny
just-
Ireland?
I-
What was that one? When she was the kicker?
Yeah,
The hell is that?
fantastic movie.
What was that one? What was that called? I don't know. Shit.
Kicking Cunt.
Yeah.
Okay,
Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. She was so hot. I watched that movie a dozen times.
fan just for that, yeah.
Huge fan. No, I just think it would be more respectable for the women involved because it's not really a shot at women. I have no, like I just said, the Giants have a female coach on the San Francisco Giants baseball team does. It's great because it didn't come with a lot of bells and whistles and like.
It was real. It was organic.
Yeah,
it's
it was
the way
like
it was their
this
choice.
chick's into this shit. She's good. She's got a good attitude, and they brought her in. It's like awesome.
They think
good
they
for
can
you.
bring something to the team.
Yeah,
and it's a good
bring
hire.
them in. But I'd love to. I think it'd be more respectful if you start here at the high school level. In 20 years, this is gonna be awesome because you guys are gonna be fucking ballers.
Yep.
You're the first generation to come up, but you gotta pay those dues.
Like the female refs, just getting shoved in there.
Yeah. Waiting for them to make a mistake.
Telling you, just give them a team. I fucking love it. Give them their own
Give 'em a
team.
team.
Let's see how it goes. Let's do it.
Be a great experiment.
They
They're
sure
always
would,
looking for
wouldn't it?
expansion squads.
Exactly right.
Start with the USFL. That'd be something the XFL or USFL should do.
Damn right. Let's
You know what I
Let's
mean?
do a whole staff.
How cool would that be?
That would be perfect.
Just go,
Hey, Rock, you listening?
Yeah.
On your XFL this year?
Yep.
Get yourself an all-female staff.
Do you
Let's
know
see
what
how
kind of-
woke you are?
Do you know what kind of pub they would get if you put a staff of 50 together, all women? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's discriminatory as fuck, but who cares?
Really?
Who cares?
Oh, the irony is not lost on me,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. God, Chicago. Wait, do we have a? Well, we're not pulling up a picture of her, but just making people see the mental image.
Oh, of Gordon Lightfoot?
Yeah, the ghoul that is Lori Lightfoot.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
don't say Beetlejuice 3 times around her. I don't know what happens, but it's not good. She proposed cutting $80 million from the Chicago Police Department budget in 2020. Oh. She's really big on defunding the police.
Brilliant. How's
Yeah.
that crime already going for you?
Well, it's come out now that she has a personal police unit consisting of 71 officers just to protect her.
Her personal is 71?
Yes. There are 71 men and women who have to look at that fucking face every day.
Wow. Yeah, that's cruel and unusual punishment.
Boy,
Going above and beyond the Call of Duty.
she's blamed Trump for her personal security needs.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. When the president of the United States uses the world's largest megaphone and platform to target you personally, terrible things happen. And he not only blew a dog whistle, he pointed at really evil and dangerous people right at my doorstep.
No, that was the Black Lives Matter protests that were burning down the blocks. Do you remember when you freaked out about them coming near yours? You're like, yeah, no, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, don't do me, though.
Yeah.
Right,
Don't
right?
do me.
Yeah.
Keep off my block.
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't want them on her block.
Nope. Go burn everybody else's shit down.
Yeah. And let him. Cheer him on.
Until it got a little too close to home. That
Yep.
was her, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yes, it
Making
was.
sure I didn't have that confused.
You don't. The special unit named Unit 544 now is
Unit Ghoul.
Unit Ghoul. That's probably what they call it. Unit Beetlejuice. Unit Beetlejuice reporting for duty, sir, ma'am. Whatever you are. Every time she walks in the room, you just hear, oh, Jesus. Can we put a fucking necklace with a bell on it?
Wait, no, give him some warning.
You just hear that all day as shrieking
Yeah.
from officers as she turns the corner. They're just demanding. Look, can we just get her some shoes with bells on the laces? Just please help us out here.
Can her husband defend her? Protect her? I've seen that dude.
Yeah, I believe it's a she. It's debatable.
Yeah, okay.
And we'll see what Trump said that was so
Dog whistly?
dog whistly and sent the attack dogs after her.
Right to her doorstep.
Brought it right to her doorstep to the point that, dude, 71 police officers.
That's insane. Kwame didn't even have that.
No, fuck no.
That's crazy.
That's department size, like small departments. She's got her own police department.
We have 4.
Yeah,
We have day shift and night shift of 2 cops.
yeah, for the whole community of
Yeah.
Franklin.
And Bingham Farms. Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's just Franklin. The fire department's both.
So Unit 54, 65 officers, 5 sergeants, and a lieutenant. Lightfoot also has a separate personal bodyguard detail, which includes about 20 officers.
What the fuck? Okay, well, let's start by defunding them.
Yeah.
There we go.
First ones to go.
There we go. Let's trim a little fat right there.
On July 7th, 2020, the police department issued a memo to officers. The unit's mission will be to provide physical security for City Hall, the mayor's residence, and the mayor's detail command post. Through the coordination of intelligence and resources, officers will respond to all threats related to the mayor's physical properties to ensure its protection. In other words, keep Black Lives Matter off my motherfucking street.
Yep, exactly.
I'm trying to have a glass of wine with my husband and wife. And I don't want to see these creepy fucking... My husband. Me and my husband is having wine and shit. Looking out the window, scaring neighborhood children and shit.
Celebrating Kwanzaa.
Celebrating Kwanzaa. Yeah. Happy Kwanzaa. We're trying to happy Kwanzaa over here. Me and my husband. Me and my wombsband. And all these Black Lives Matter motherfuckers are creeping around throwing eggs and shit.
Leave us alone.
So we have to have a city. We have to have 71 officers.
Unbelievable.
Hold
Plus
the line.
20 fucking bodyguards.
Personal bodyguards.
That's inside the house, and the police are outside.
Around the same time the unit was being formed, in the summer of 2020, residents of Humboldt Park and Logan Square were complaining that the Shakespeare District, which covers their neighborhoods, was getting stretched thin because so many officers were being assigned to keep protesters from gathering outside their house in Logan Square. John Catanzara, president of the Fraternal Order of Police, said, while murders are soaring, while districts are bare bones for manpower, all that matters is protecting her castle.
She can't understand normal thinking.
In June of 2020, Trump. Okay, so let's see what Trump did.
Let's get back to the dog whistle.
The dog whistle. Dog whistle is racism, right? You're blowing the racist dog whistle.
Yeah.
So what we've seen is Chicago's the #1 murder city in America, I believe.
I think far and away. Yeah.
It's worse than LA. It's worse than New York. It's been a shit show for decades.
And getting worse every year.
Yes. Crime is soaring. The gangs are out of control.
Yep.
I mean, the amount of fucking toddlers that have been blown away on those streets is remarkable. So Trump slammed Lightfoot in a letter after a report from the Chicago Sun-Times on the soaring number of people who were shot and killed in Chicago. Trump wrote,
here we go.
We should put a disclaimer out there. For anyone who's offended by racist language and stuff, you might want to turn it off now.
This one's coming in hot.
Yeah.
Clearly out of bounds.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, she mentioned it. It was a dog whistle.
Yeah.
So I'm just, you've been warned. If you want to change the station now and avoid what Trump's racist rhetoric was and dog whistly shit.
Don't subject yourself to this.
He wrote, your lack of leadership on this important issue continues to fail the people you have sworn to protect.
Oh, man.
I am concerned it is another example of your lack of commitment to the vulnerable citizens who are victims of this violence and a lack of respect for the men and women in law enforcement. Can you even say that anymore?
I mean, that's the equivalent of burning a cross on our lawn right there.
Yeah,
I mean,
it gets worse. It gets way worse. The American people, hardworking taxpayers, send you millions of dollars in federal funding each year to support public safety in Chicago. In 2018 and 19, the city of Chicago benefited from $136 million in funding from the Urban Area Security Initiative grant program, and another $68 million was recently announced for Chicago from this important program.
that's real money.
The Department of Justice awarded and is in the process of awarding nearly $20 million to support law enforcement and law enforcement-related entities in the city of Chicago and Cook County across 19 and 20. My administration allocated $898.6 million to the city of Chicago for the Coronavirus Relief Fund, which helps support your first responders on the front lines. In the absence of any modicum of leadership, however, these substantial sums of taxpayer money are not being turned into results, and the safety of your most vulnerable communities continues to deteriorate. Unfortunately, you continue to put your own political interests ahead of the lives, safety, and fortunes of your own citizens. The people of Chicago deserve better.
God.
That's hard. I'm sorry. To read that kind of racist language is
unbelievable.
Oof. It's hard.
Is there
not easy.
Person in Chicago that doesn't agree with that? If you read that statement and didn't say that it was from Trump, is there one person in that fucking city that would disagree with that or have any issue with any of that?
I would hope not.
I would hope not. And
However-
that is exactly what I would want my mayor to say. I would want my mayor, my governor, to write a letter like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
See, the nation's watching.
Yeah.
The fuck are you doing over here? But
And-
you know what?
Didn't Soup just this new budget just put a ton of money in for
Cops?
law enforcement?
Yeah, he knows it's going to be a bloodbath in November. if
Yeah,
he
let's
doesn't.
make sure it doesn't.
Bloodbath.
None of that goes to Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Peoria, you guys are okay. You can have some of that.
Sure.
Let's not fuck all of Illinois,
Keep it out of South Side.
but yeah, Chicago, go fuck yourself.
The last Republican mayor in Chicago, William Hale Thompson, a.k.a. Big Bill.
Big Bill. Was that
Big
what,
Bill.
1950?
No, 1915
Oh,
to
jeez.
1923. And then he came back in 27 to 31. It's been 90 fucking years. 90 years since they've had a Republican in charge in Chicago.
Wow. Okay.
So,
There you go.
do you, Chicago?
You get what you pay for.
You know how he got reelected back in 1928, Big Bill?
How?
Al Capone's help.
Really?
Yeah. They held the what's known as the pineapple primary,
Oh.
where they threw grenades at voting fucking areas to scare people away from going and voting.
Holy shit.
It's known as the pineapple primary.
Okay.
Like, keep these motherfuckers away, and they just grenaded the shit out of the voting areers.
well,
and then they
that's,
got their boy back in. Big Bill. What a Big Bill.
Well, I can see why that would turn you off going forward to Republicans.
90 years.
Yeah, but you'd think some common sense would have rolled around by then.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Your investment plan should be created just for you. However, developing and maintaining a comprehensive financial plan can be a bit of a balancing act. Mark and Jade LPL Financial can deliver the guidance needed to develop a well-balanced investment plan. Call today and tell them that you're a friend of the show for a no-cost, no-obligation consultation. Missed that word. 248-626-2000 and ask for Mark or Jay.
Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC.
SIPC. That's the one.
Yeah. I hope people are enjoying the new lighting in here
Hopefully.
and the camera angles. If you haven't watched this show,
Yeah, give us some feedback.
Yeah,
Just for the
let us know
record.
what you
If
think.
love it, you hate it, you don't like it. We're a work in progress over here.
yeah, we're not done by any stretch, but it's every
just-
day we're.
Like the 2 men in a truck. We're like 2 dudes in a studio.
Yep. Yep.
Figuring this out.
Hell yeah. And it's been a lot of fun, and it'll be, good to get it exactly dialed in how we want, but I think people are liking it. I wish people would fucking comment on YouTube videos and
Yeah.
Facebook posts. I mean, god damn it, what do we have to say?
We got to start bribing you people.
Jesus fucking Christ, just
Help
say
us out.
hello. I mean, it helps the fucking thing churn.
You guys are on Facebook all
Fucking day.
Just go in there real quick.
Get into a fight or two. I haven't seen a good fucking pissing match in Facebook
That's
in
true.
forever.
I know.
Jesus, I called you guys monsters for a reason. Don't make me regret that.
Take your titles back.
I was saying to you yesterday, there's just something so, I don't know what it is, but when I know Michelle Dion is watching the show live,
Yeah.
it just warms.
The cockles
Yes,
of your
it
heart.
just I just feel happy
Yeah.
knowing she's sitting somewhere in Los Angeles,
Yep.
laughing,
Scantily clad. Soaking
probably
in the
scantily
sun,
clad. Yeah. I love it.
puffing on a vape.
Yep.
Giggling away, I
Probably
hope.
with heart-shaped pink fucking sunglasses on. Oh, I just
living
adore
the
her.
life.
I fucking adore her.
Lovely and talented.
Lovely and talented.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know if she's watching now. I'm not watching.
She better be after all that.
You want to know the level? When we're getting in the weeds on this, like people read that comment from the Ghoul in Chicago, and they just take that at face value that Trump threw all these dog whistles and
course.
blah blah blah. So in other words, I can't be held accountable for anything I've done in this city, no matter what, because I'm black and lesbian, right?
That's a fucking free
That-
pass.
That is a free pass to be able to just, without evidence, just go, oh yeah, I need to hire 71 fucking cops, lieutenants, and officers
Insane.
to protect me and my wombsband at all times. At all times. I read you what Trump said, what her issue was. He just called her out for shit
I
performance.
was going to say call a spade, but I don't think that's exactly the term I should use.
Not
on
today.
That one.
Not on that one.
But
yeah.
theoretically, just called her out for her bullshit.
Yeah. He's just calling balls and strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do the spade a spade. man. I'm
It's-
sorry.
It's been around forever.
Yeah.
You can't change the fucking term of it now.
Yeah.
Meaning of it now.
Yeah. You just, yeah. It's a slippery slope, you know? It's a chink in your armor, T.
Oh boy.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. But it shows you the level of hatred for Orange Man Bad.
Well, and it also just shows that you can just say something.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if it's true or not.
That narrative will be followed.
Exactly.
Here's an example of like how much this man is hated by all of mainstream media, all of academia, all of Hollywood, all of the liberal elites in the world. Trump had a hole-in-one over the weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Yes.
That's a tough thing to get.
Yeah.
I don't have one.
I don't have one.
There you go.
My mom has two, I think.
I mean, had a way to go, Pat.
one or two. My grandpa had one.
Okay.
G's never had one.
Well, that's surprising.
Yeah, he's been golfing for forever. So he was playing. He's on Monday. Trump, who was banned on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for God knows what reason. Thank God the mullahs in Iran are still able to tweet.
Yep.
Russia's official Kremlin Twitter is still available. You can go follow them if you want. But Trump is banned for whatever reason. But that's neither here nor there.
We won't get into that.
He released a statement and video on his own website. He said, many people are asking, so I'll give it to you now. It is 100% true. So he's playing with Ernie Els.
Oh, wow.
So Ernie Els sees
Big
it.
Easy.
Yeah. Winner of 4 majors. Gene Sowers, winner of the Senior U.S. Open. Ken Duke and Mike Goods, both excellent tour players. I made a hole-in-one. It took place at Trump International Golf Club in West Palm Beach, Florida on the 7th hole, which was playing 101 to 80 yards with a slight wind. What do you think he hit?
181. Slight wind, but I don't know if that's
He doesn't
help
say
or
if
hurting. If it's
yeah.
in the face. Trump, I don't picture him as being a long hitter. I'm gonna say that he hit a 5-wood.
5 iron.
Okay, that was gonna be my guess.
Yeah.
and I thought, well,
Dude, I won't hit a 5 iron that far.
no, I mean, I used to a 5-iron was 200 yards for me back when I could actually play.
Yeah.
But
See, what was your 150 club?
7,
7. That was mine.
yeah,
And so then it's 10 yards a club after that,
pretty much,
give or take.
Yeah, I mean, it was depending. I mean, an easy 7 was 155.
Yeah.
And then, but a 5, if I stood on it like that, because I never liked my 4-iron. It's
No,
so
no one does.
weird.
The 4, the
about
3,
that.
the 2, take them out of your bag.
Once you get it past the 5, so I'd rather just
Yeah.
lean into a 5.
Yeah.
Than go easy on a 4.
Yeah.
Fucking weird. But
Right there. No, not weird at all. Right there
it's not
with
like
you,
it's a
100%.
1-iron, like a driving iron.
He says, I hit a 5 iron, which sailed magnificently into a rather strong wind. So he's trying to say he was getting a wind.
Yeah.
With approximately 5 feet of cut, whereupon it bounced twice and then went clank into the hole.
Okay.
These great tour players noticed it before I did because their eyes are slightly better. But on that one hole only, their swings weren't. Anyway, there's a lot of chatter about it. Quite exciting, and people everywhere seem to be asking for the facts. So Twitter, sure he did. You didn't take the blindfolds off to see him tippy-toe by you and drop the ball in. Another tweeted, Trump has been known to pick up the ball and put it in the cup. So
Jesus Christ.
some people mentioned the infamous story of North Korea's leader Kim Jong-un, who claimed that he got a hole-in-one in all 18 holes on the golf course the first time he played a round of golf. No, that is not the claim. Fake news. It was not Kim Jong-un. It was Kim Jong-il. And don't be ridiculous. He had 11 holes in one on his first 18 holes.
I gotcha.
Yeah, he shot like a minus 37 or something, he
On
said.
the fucking Pirates Cove course at
Yeah.
Myrtle Beach.
Trump concluded his statement saying, and this is just Trump needling fuckers.
Of course, you got that's the difference, man. Like
He's having fun with
end
it.
with it, and you can do yourself a lot of good if you would probably just stop here.
Yeah.
but he doesn't.
I won't tell you who won because I am a very modest individual. And you will then say I was bragging, and I don't like people who brag.
So saying he won without saying he won,
I don't believe Trump could
there's
beat
no
Ernie
fucking
Els.
way he beat Ernie
No,
Els.
no.
He didn't beat Gene
And he's
Sowers.
with 3 other tour pros,
Duke.
too.
He didn't. No, these guys are scratch.
Yeah.
golfers.
Yeah. But I absolutely believe he got a hole-in-one. Why wouldn't he? The guy plays fucking 8 rounds a week.
Yeah, exactly.
He's fucking 80 years old. He's due.
Yeah.
You know, you hit 8 million golf balls, one of them's going to bounce into the hole.
You would think,
But it's like people just, they hate him so much. It's like, he had to cheat at that too.
of course.
Whatever.
Sure.
Congratulations.
That's why you just buy golf courses.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Congratulations, Mr. President. You got a hole in one. Proud of you.
Of course he did it on his own course.
Right.
Sure. He's probably got people standing by the green,
Right.
snatching balls out of the air and dropping new ones in the cup.
Oh, man. Talk about women who hate men.
Yeah, let's talk about them.
Okay, Buffalo-based lesbian couple. Suing a fertility clinic in Latham, New York for allegedly giving them the wrong embryo. Heather Rutenberg and Robin Rutenberg explicitly requested that they have a baby daughter after undergoing fertility treatments. However, the couple was devastated to find out they were expecting a son. And now they're responding with legal action.
Ooh. Well, I mean,
all I could think is, oh, she's finally got a dick inside her.
oh,
You didn't
boy.
like having a dick inside you,
Guess
did you?
not.
Oh, too bad, lady.
Well, I mean,
Sorry.
hey, if you're paying for something, you should get what you pay for. I don't know how precise that is. I mean, I know when I get my seeds, I can get them feminized, which is what you want. I want girls, not boys.
Yeah. You're talking
My-
about weed
My
seeds.
tomato plants, Michael.
Sure,
My
okay.
tomato plants.
Right.
But I guess with baby eggs, it's you think that they're in that business, they'd be able to control
Yeah.
it. I mean, if you can do it with a tomato seed, you should be able to do it with a fucking baby.
Well, they're suing the clinic, claiming Heather became suicidal after her son's birth and entered a dark depression upon finding out she was carrying a baby boy.
Oh, fucking just fucking chuck in the dumpster and go get another one.
Right.
Fuck off. Get it. Stop whining.
Upon first finding out the child was male at her 15-week appointment, Heather said she became convinced the intravenous IVF clinic mixed up the embryos and she was actually carrying someone else's baby. I looked at Robbie and I said, what if it's not yours? Who is in my body? That's when I flipped out, when I felt my body was taken hostage. It scares the shit out of me. I don't know how to explain it. It felt like there was an alien living inside me. I said to Robbie, if this is someone else's kid, we will have to give it back. Her
I
OBG.
wonder what the return policy on that stuff
I
is.
don't know.
Got to have your receipt. Got to be
Like,
90
ugh,
days.
just take it. You take him. Her OBGYN was like, why don't we just murder it?
Yeah.
Let's just abort the shit
Yeah,
out of this
just-
thing. Start
yeah.
over. No
Come
big
on.
deal.
Exactly.
No big deal. I could suck that thing right out of you. No problem.
We're not in Texas, right?
They're New York.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no problem.
You can do it like up until like 8 months, right?
Yeah, I think you can do it after it's born even.
Just club it in the head, fucking
Yeah.
like a baby seal.
Sure. So they offered, let's just shit can it. Let's abort the fuck out of that thing.
Yeah, we'll give you a deal on the next one.
Yeah, for sure. Half off on the next one.
I mean, you're not going to get your money back, but we'll give you in-store credit.
Yeah. We'll
give
do
you
our best to
another
keep a
one.
dick out of your insides this time.
Keep
How about
shoving
that?
fucking seeds in there until one comes out with a vag.
She declined in part because she was hoping beyond hope someone would have our baby and we would switch after birth. She's been watching too many fucking movies, man.
Right? Oh, is that my? Oh, here. Can you believe it?
How did this
Oh my
happen?
gosh! Here, I'm so sorry. Here, I see your eyes and your.
They should write a movie about this. Oopsies.
Oh Jesus!
I believe you have something that belongs to me. Coming this fall to ABC.
Right? The black couple comes out with a totally white baby. The white couple comes out with a black baby.
Oopsies. I believe you have something that belongs to me. Fridays this fall on NBC.
Switched at birth. They take them home like, and raise them like their own, like acting like it's nothing.
Yeah. Those kids' dicks are bigger than them sausages. So they wanted this big happy story. We scheduled an ultrasound for the next day. That was the worst night of my life. I had this overwhelming sense of immobility. I remember lying in my bedroom thinking, this can't be happening. Not only was the baby in my body not ours, but the baby in my body was male. And he was put there against my will, just like rape.
Okay. That's just for the lawsuit. That's just fucking
I think they're
theater
just-
for the lawsuit.
We didn't want to have a boy because of the assaults.
I'm sorry.
Because of the assaults.
Is that why they're lesbians?
Yeah. And because of the socialization of boys, there's constant socialization of what it means to be a real man. Oh, I bet you're going to raise a real man over there.
Oh yeah. Isn't there more assaults with lesbian couples than?
I've heard that
Yeah,
lesbian
I don't know
couples
the
can
actual
beat the
numbers.
dog shit out of each other.
Yeah. So good luck with that one.
Yeah. People say, "Oh, he's a boy. Let him hit you." And all the That's a quote.
That almost got me on a spit take on
Yep.
that one. Let him hit you.
Oh, people say, "Oh, he's a boy. Let him hit you." And all the camouflage and guns don't help. It reinforces masculinity, and that's a reminder of the assaults every day. You take it.
Take her.
She spent 7 weeks. I bet these two are the belle of the party.
Oh, yeah, I wanna
when
hang
you're
out with these two for sure.
Oh, someone would be like, "Oh, dude, we got to invite the Courtneys to the party."
Yeah.
It's not a party unless Troy's there.
Damn right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
They're doing
if
Kwanzaa
we
with
don't bring the
Lightfoots.
Rutenbergs, if we don't bring the Wumsens, Rutenberg to the party,
Rutenbergs?
can you imagine those two at the party?
Tootin' Rutenbergs.
Just sitting there seething about men.
Yeah. Every dick that walks by.
Yeah.
Fli-
Just sending bad juju.
all jumpy.
No.
Oh, he's gonna
God,
assault me.
he got within 3 feet of my thigh with his penis when he walked by.
Assault.
Assault, I've been assaulted. Just let him hit you, Heather. Just let him hit you.
Oh my God.
I want to hit her now. I never wanted to hit her. I didn't even know who she was. I
No.
want to hit her now.
Yeah. With the baby.
Yes.
Just swing the baby.
And I hope it's
wail.
got a huge dick. Right? So she says, all the assaults, it reinforces, blah, blah, blah. She spent weeks waiting to find out if the unborn baby was related to Robbie genetically. They had selected to use Robbie's eggs and have Heather be the carrier. During this time, I had
Robin's
no...
eggs.
Robin.
I see what the fuck you did there.
Yeah. During this time, I had no connection to the baby inside me. I figured I would be giving it away to its real parents. I tried not to think about being pregnant. Eventually, the results revealed, yeah, the baby's Robbie's.
Yeah.
And he was a boy.
X-Y's, get all mixed up sometimes.
Yeah. Heather was furious at the news. She said it was isolating, being so unhappy and not having friends and family understand her position. So even her family and friends are going, bitch,
Relax.
settle down.
It's your kid. Why don't you love
Yeah,
your kid?
just love something.
yeah. How about that?
Stop trying to give it away before it comes out.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a penis. Fuck him.
This was the most isolating thing, that we had a healthy baby, but I had no emotional connection. And now I had to wrap my head around having a child forever that I wasn't planning on. The whole pregnancy, I couldn't connect to the baby. I hate saying that. It was a terrible experience. After the boy was born, she was unable to bond with him. I started.
Chose not to bond with him.
Right.
Just to clarify here.
Yeah, the baby has no role in this
Baby
at
would have
all.
been great.
Yeah. I started experiencing extreme anxiety. I would look at the baby and it would contort into the faces of all these grown men that I know.
That little kid's getting murdered.
We need to get this baby out of this household. Can we call protective
Yes,
services?
that kid's going to get fucking murdered.
Like, how many things do you need to say in a fucking press article before CPS goes,
red flag,
might
red
wanna check on
flag,
this one.
red flag, red flag.
she's seeing the baby's face contort into every fucking cock she's seen in her life. Every man. What? It was so creepy. Whenever that happened, I had to give the baby to Robbie, just like, you take it. Yikes. I don't want anything to do. He looks like, remember John back in
Yeah.
93? He looks like John. So there were several incidences of suicidal ideation. I think you mean murder-suicide.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you're taking yourself out without taking this baby boy with you.
Nope.
Some of which was very dangerous. I had complex postpartum depression. Now the couple's son is 1.5. Heather admitted she's grown to appreciate the boy. He's a lovely kid. He smiles like Robbie. He has Robbie's dimples, and that makes it easier. I think we need to get this kid out of that fucking
You
household.
don't deserve that fucking kid. You don't deserve the kid.
Yeah.
Period. End of story. Fucking twat.
Even though I don't have Heather's trauma and re-traumatization, It was also hard for me to connect, Robbie said. It's not only about in utero and the birth experience, it's about the socialization that a boy has in the world, even while we fight against these social norms. This repeated narrative of forced masculinity, and we did not sign up for that. We both love our child, but we have to work harder than anyone should ever have to work to make sure we are all alive.
Oh, God. Listen, you have an opportunity here to start making the change.
Yeah.
You have an opportunity to raise a man in this world the right way.
Yeah.
And they're missing that whole point.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Get that kid out of there. They don't deserve him.
I mean,
Get him a puppy. That's all they deserve.
you know, when we were talking to Jenny Fedorovich, she's a fucking lesbian, right?
What?
What? Never back in the studio again.
Absolutely love Raisa.
Rice is a fucking
Her
dream.
husband.
And Ethan, their son, is a neat little boy.
Big
Comes over here and swims and shit. That you see the parenting going on with those two?
Yes.
And that little boy, they just love that little boy.
That is going to be, that kid will be, he could be president one day. That
He's
is
gonna
going to be
be
an absolute man.
He's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Because they're going to
Not
raise him to
toxic
be awesome.
masculinity.
No.
He is going to be a fucking exceptional human.
Yeah. House rule. Can't bring a present for Ethan when you come over. It's like, no, he's got everything he needs.
Yeah.
You know, they're raising a proper boy
Yeah.
in this world. These lesbians over here sound like fucking psychopaths
Yep.
that need to have that baby removed.
And they had the opportunity, right?
And if-
to start changing the narrative, the future.
Yeah.
And they
The whole dynamic.
They're missing the whole fucking point.
Yeah.
Idiots.
And it's just sad.
It is.
It's just sad to be it's so hateful. Like, do you really think men are just walking around assaulting everybody? Because that's what it sounds like.
Sure. Yeah, men are evil.
Imagine if that's what they're saying in a story.
Publicly.
Imagine what they're fucking teaching this thing behind closed doors.
Yep.
They're teaching this kid.
That is going to be
Well,
that
you know
is
what?
going to be a man-hating lesbian that they're about to raise.
I'm going to go on record and say this. That boy is going to transition before he's 3.
Right?
That kid's going to put on a fucking pink hat one day and they're going to go, it's a sign. Cut his cock and balls off. Immediately. They're going to rush that kid into emergency surgery.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
There's no way that kid's going to grow up to be a fucking man.
that
Not
dick's
a chance.
coming off.
That dick is coming off one way or another.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
gonna find you. I'm gonna rip it right off. And then they're gonna have a giant party to celebrate their daughter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Get some breast implants
this
going
was-
at 5.
This was all preventable.
Yeah.
Put that one in the Astronum file. Let's look them up in a couple of years.
Yeah.
See which one of them's in prison.
Yeah. See, just look for the double murder suicide story coming out of wherever they were.
New York.
New York. Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah. Well,
Shocking.
their neighbors will be able to identify him from that story.
Yep.
Latham, New York, I believe it was.
Okay.
They'll be able to identify him and
We're watching you guys.
keeping an eye on you. To the Astronum file. Weird story. I think it happened Thursday night after the show where the big kid fell out of the fucking amusement park ride.
Yeah, man. Oof. Oh, God, I can't. That's fucked up on a lot of levels, man.
Yeah.
For him, for everybody on the
Oh, yeah,
ride.
for him.
For for everybody standing there waiting to go online or going in next and watch this. That was a big boy too.
Yeah.
I saw the picture of him and I thought he was like a grown ass man.
Yeah.
He had to be 300 pounds.
Yeah, they said he was athletic as shit, had a bright
So-
future.
Yeah, I mean, he was 14, but looked like a fucking NFL offensive lineman.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how big he was.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the stats on
I
him,
I
but
haven't seen anywhere where they actually said what he was, but you just look
he's
at
a big
those
boy.
He was a big boy.
the family is starting a petition to remove the ride.
Remove it?
Yeah.
Okay.
While another theme park is closing a similar ride made by the same manufacturer, Tyree Sampson's cousin Shay said, I would like this ride to be taken down. My cousin lost his life over this ride. I don't feel it's safe and feel it should be shut down before someone else's family have to go through what we're going through. The ride needs to go. It's not fair for anyone to come and ride this ride. It's not fair. The ride at Icon Park in Orlando is currently closed. Yeah, I would think that's going to be permanent.
Yeah. Well, it's I mean, not necessarily permanent, but at least until the investigation clears.
What's going to open first? The Rust movie or this fucking ride?
The ride. And people die on shit. You don't just get rid of it. I mean, it could be a one-off. It can be an anomaly that something happened. That's a big dude. I mean, maybe they're just okay. Well, now we know that a
300-pound
340-pound kid can't fit
sounds
under
like-
there.
In photos, the chest bar
Yeah.
was down, but it wasn't buckled.
Okay. Well, that's there's a video of that. I don't know if we talked about this. I must have been off air, but
Yeah.
there's literally video of somebody asking about the seatbelt, and the
Yeah.
guy that does running the ride is like, "There's no fucking seatbelts on this," and I don't know if there is, there isn't.
There is, and there's supposed to be a light that when it clicks in.
Yeah.
And they were saying the light was on. The light was on. So, like, I didn't check it, but the light was on. I didn't physically go over. That's the impression I got.
I'd like to see that video again because that was right after the fact, and it wasn't with this guy, but I made it. From what I sounds like, it was it was the same ride. Like, I mean, that ride specifically, but I mean like that trip. That that kid was on the other side of the ride that this is being videoed on.
Really?
Like that incident, that moment in time. And it was somebody else, like the dad's video and the girl going on it or something, whoever's talking in the video. And she's asking the guy about where's the seatbelt or how, and he's like, there's no fucking seatbelt on this thing. It's just your harness, which is true on a lot of those rides.
Yeah.
But they do, and then a lot of times they have the little seatbelt that'll click that to make sure that can't come off.
Yeah.
So you don't have to run like I did. That happened to me. That shit ride in Florida.
Really?
When my thing, I've told you that, right? When my thing came off on the Screaming Demon.
No, I don't think
Yeah, fucking.
the bar came up or.
Yeah, it was just. That's all it was. So I mean, like imagine like the corkscrew. Where it's
Yeah.
just the click.
Yep.
Just that comes down, right? That's
Yeah.
all, and that's all it was. But the Screaming Demon was one where you walked up, and you got in up high. It was a roller coaster, and then all it did was you take off and you went down. You did a big loop-de-loop, and then it went up and like stalled, and then came backwards through the loop-de-loop, and then came back into the station. That's all. That's what it was. It was just like one car,
Yeah.
one string of cars or whatever, and that's what it did. And I was a kid. Me and Don were down in Florida. It was one of those shitty little Everglades kind of amusement parks,
Yeah.
And we went on that, and we got in, we got all set, and fucking put it down, and got all my stuff. And I was just a kid, so it's not like I was too big. And then all of a sudden, I mean, as soon as it went, and you started going, leaving the station, my thing went and released. I swear to God, my thing released, and I was like, oh, and I like pulled it back down, and it wouldn't lock back down.
Oh my God! What are you and Don doing at this?
Don, and so Don's locked in, and he's, I'm
Got a
like,
hold of you?
yeah, I'm like, damn, fucking, he's trying to like lock it down, and it won't lock down. And so I held onto it like this, and he had just a death grip on my shit, on me.
Yeah.
And we go down. I go through the thing. I mean, my ass is 3 feet out of this thing. The thing is like up, and I'm just holding on to it. I did the loop-de-loop, and then you go up into the thing, and it's like, oh, fuck, I got to do it backwards. Fucking go backwards through it, and I'm just holding on for dear life to the thing, and it goes back up, and we go back into this. I mean, if it would have been like a corkscrew kind of a thing, I probably wouldn't have been able to hold on.
Yeah.
But it was just because it was just one straight loop-de-loop like that, and then came back
What
around.
did you and Don do when it parked?
Don went ape shit.
Yeah.
I mean, went ape shit on people over there. You
Yeah.
know?
I would expect.
Fuck, yeah. Came back in, but there was, I mean, by then it was too late because it was literally when it locked in.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the train went, they were like, all right, everybody, have a good trip.
Yeah.
And, and you start coming out. It just released. Yeah, my thing just fucking released. It was like,
I'm never going to an amusement park again.
I know.
Too many.
yeah. So,
Whether they're wives' tales, some of the stories you've heard.
yeah. So, I mean, I could have been this kid. Absolutely. So that things fail.
Yeah.
And I assume that it was
so
just
they didn't shut the ride down. Did they shut that car
I know.
down?
I mean, Don went ape shit. He almost got into it with a carny. Like he would have, he would have beat the dude's ass. I mean, he was
Yeah.
flaming. Like
Yeah.
my kid almost fucking died. The guy's like, "What are you talking about?"
He's fine. Look at him.
Right? Thinking I was just like scared or something, like
Yeah.
a little kid. Like no, like my ass was out of the seat, like out of the car, like hanging
Wow.
on to the bars for that ride.
Yeah.
Not to make it all about me, but
No,
my point
that's-
was that it happens. Like sometimes
Yeah.
things fail, and I could have been a statistic on that one, but
Yeah.
ride's probably still there. I didn't die.
Yeah. Yeah. I had that incident at not like yours at the what was it? Not Great America. One of those
Six
in
Flags,
Six Flags, maybe in Northern California.
Knott's Berry Farm. That's a great one. I love Knott's Berry Farm.
No, this was just like a year and a half ago or 2 years
Oh.
ago, whatever, when I was out there, and we took the the kids, to the amusement park, and they had the one that goes up with the swings.
Oh yeah.
So all the swings go around, and I fucking sat in my chair and buckled in.
Yeah.
And was like, this won't go down all the way. I was like, I think it's good. I think it's
Exhale,
good.
don't inhale. That
like,
makes you big.
Yeah, seat 13, you're way too big of a fat piece of shit to ride this ride. We're going to have to ask you to leave.
And it's like, the walk of shame. It's,
Oh, boy.
It's worse than the fucking actual walk of shame.
Oh, man.
When everyone's looking like, who's in seat 13? And it's like, oh,
Yeah.
the fat guy.
Oh, that. Oh. Boom, boom, boom.
And I'm looking at other riders like, I'm not as fat as that motherfucker.
how
That
the fuck you
motherfucker's
get
fatter
in
than me.
there?
How did you, what the fuck's going on here?
It's all about weight distribution.
And then you had to go over because you had to like, you couldn't take sunglasses on it or anything like that. So it was like,
flying off.
yeah, shit that we were flying. So then I had to make the trip, the fucking walk of shame over to this booth to collect my sunglasses.
Well, wait.
And then walk, and they're like,
We're waiting, Tubby. We can't get this ride off the ground until you get the fuck
Hustle
out of the
up.
way.
Come on, let's go.
and then I had to just go sit and get like an ice cream cone, and you know,
That's a great answer.
It was awful.
Drown my
I mean,
sorrows in ice cream.
I went over and got a salad, a small salad with no dressing. It was amazing. It was like,
Yeah, sorry, sir. You're way too fucking fat for this ride. Please get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, boy.
yeah.
So
In my defense, I think it was the little kids section. It wasn't quite the. I don't know if they would have booted me off the full.
yeah, I was gonna say
But-
not that big.
I wouldn't think, but. So anyway, going back to the actual kid that died,
yep.
the one that flew hundreds of feet.
It's like 400 and something feet, right?
Yeah,
Because it was.
So
all,
as soon as it dropped, he shot out.
oh yeah.
So it goes up and up. Did you watch the video of it going up?
No, I
And
mean
then
I
they-
know
they
what it
pause
is, but
They pause the video right when it releases.
Yeah.
because that's the part.
I heard he was freaking out.
He was.
So I mean, if you wiggle yourself out of the seat, you know what the fuck, man.
So he was panicked as the ride began to ascend. When the ride took off, that's when he was feeling uncomfortable. He was like, what's going on? That's when he started freaking out, and he was explaining to his friend next to him, I don't know, man. If I don't make it down, please tell my mom and daddy I love them. For him to say something like that, he must have felt something.
He was scared. It's on a ride.
Yeah.
Fucking, that's what happens. You fear of heights. It's
Yeah.
It's
Unless he knew he couldn't get a buckle going.
No, he just freaked out.
You know what I think it was?
I think he was a huge fucking dude. He freaked out and he busted out of the fucking restraints. That's what I think happened.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it was racism.
Oh, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly. You think the racist guy didn't lock his stuff in on purpose?
Hear me out. Hear me out. They've hired attorney Benjamin Crump to represent
Oh,
the family.
oh shit. Well then, yeah.
Yeah.
It has to be.
It has to be racism, right?
Yep.
I mean, this is Michael Brown's
Yep.
fucking guy.
Has
This
Jesse
is-
visited the park yet?
I don't know.
No. Al? Nobody?
Not yet,
Okay.
but Crump's on it.
Yeah, Crump.
So if Benjamin Crump is involved,
it's got to be.
there's only one answer.
Yep.
This ride
Is he
was
representing a white person?
fuck no, never in his life, not even for a minute, wouldn't do it.
Amazing.
No, he's going to have to declare that the only reason the ride ejected this guy was because of his race.
Yep.
I mean, that's
Makes sense to me.
that's all these.
Yeah. I didn't realize Crump
Sorry,
was
Your
on the
Honor.
case.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Community members, and this is really helpful too. I know a lot of people love these things. They held a balloon release last night, 6 o'clock local time. So
Is that a little fucking ironic?
a little bit.
I should have tied him to him.
Yeah. All right, let's do a little bit of email.
Okay.
Oh, God, I've got so many stories. We'll do some extra content with all our
Yeah.
extra
So
stories.
we're talking about that.
Yeah.
We'll be part of our extra stuff. The news we didn't get to. We'll make it a weekly segment.
Yeah, it'll be a good one too because there's
yeah.
a lot of shit that I don't
Yeah,
get
good
to.
stuff. You know, the ebbs and flows of
Yeah,
the show. We never get to most of our stuff.
we got a whole nother show to do. Are those dogs just
Oh,
going
fuck
crazy
yeah. They're
up
going
there?
ape shit up there.
So from Aaron, AA Ron.
AA Ron? This is the actual AA Ron?
It is. Woo woo. Yeah, I saw that his wife was off work for like a week or something.
The Rona?
No. Like
Just vacation?
type
Okay,
thing. It's like,
voluntarily?
holy shit, the amount of rides on the A train.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
going to take place in that fucking house.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere near that crib. Jesus. You get that bull fucking running wild in the house,
yeah.
nowhere to be for 9 days or something.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, Chris Rock was not the host of the Oscars. They had 3 ladies do the work one man could have done. He was just there as a presenter of the documentary category. Chris Rock Chris Rock didn't react to that hit, but it's not shocking. If we go back to his 1999 song, No Sex, he says, young black man, if you go to a movie theater and someone steps on your foot, let it slide. Why spend the next 20 years in jail because someone smudged your Puma? Cornbread, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
While that slap was a bit more than someone stepping on a foot, not reacting makes him look like the bigger man in the eyes of the law and the court of public opinion.
Damn right.
Yeah, I
he
agree
is
with him there.
He's absolutely the winner on that for sure.
Laughing my balls off.
Oh,
Episode 1536, hilarious privilege discussion. Asked Trav about his mandatory training and how it won't allow for honest answers. I wish I could shoot these libtard Satanists legally.
oh boy. Is that James?
Yep.
Nailed it.
Episode 1536, how many episodes ago was that?
Fuck, I don't know what this one is.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't. Hilarious privilege discussion.
Oh, okay. Oh, you figured out.
Yeah.
We both just stopped.
You talk.
You do it.
I don't want to talk. You talk.
Oh, we crossed swords.
We did. Anyway.
All right. Well, we'll look into that. If you haven't listened, go back, check out 1536.
1536.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Balls are laughed off.
Yes.
On
Because
that.
of the hilarity.
I figured that was from Woke Bay.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll hear from Woke Bay at some point. I love the Woke Bay. Of course. All right. Have a good rest of the day, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Please, patreon.com/TDC podcast. Continue signing up. We really, really appreciate it. It's awesome.
Don't forget the Amazon link.
Yes.
Absolutely.
My Pillow, go to our site, click the My Pillow link or the Amazon link.
Yeah.
Amazon, just shop as you would. TDC is our code, blah, blah, blah. You've heard it before, but it's very important. We've got some new sponsors coming on. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
So,
Hilo Mark said at the show the other day that he uses the Amazon link for like his work stuff.
yeah.
That's a good way to do it if you're thinking about it that way. If your company or
Yeah.
that stuff, not just onesie twosie stuff, but
Yeah.
it out
There
there.
was another guy that was doing that out west in Colorado that was doing all his work orders through it. I hope he still is.
yeah, right on.
I'm sure he still is, but yeah.
It doesn't change a thing, but it helps out. So not everybody can do the Patreon. I understand that. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of other ways to help.
A lot
Likes
of
and
you
comments.
can do the Patreon, though.
You can, absolutely.
Yep.
But if not, in the event, there are many ways to help the show.
That's right.
We're
All right.
trying.
We're trying. We're doing our best. Doing the plug at the 132 mark is
then
not the
everybody's
smartest
already
move.
done. Patreon.com/TDC podcast.
All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
If you're still here, you better be a member.
Yeah.